Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Reeti and I'm back with another lecture in the DBMS series. So in the last lecture we learnt about encryption. In this particular video we would be learning about data masking. So without any further ado, let's get started. So what are some of the common data masking technique and what exactly data masking is? So data masking means hiding or changing sensitive information so it's protected from unauthorized access. This allows the data to be used for things like testing, analytics, or training without exposing the real data. The goal is to create a data that looks real but isn't actually the original information. Now, for example, a bank needs to train its machine learning model to detect the fraudulent transactions. To protect customers' personal information, the bank uses data masking to replace the real account numbers and transaction details with fake but realistic looking data. So what we do is we replace the account numbers and transaction details with some fake data, but that is some kind of a realistic data. That is not the original data or that data which will be coming whenever we are doing a get query on our database which is present in the bank, but that is kind of a fake data which is giving us a realistic look, but that is not the original data. So this way the models can be trained effectively without risking the exposure of actual customer data. So consider if there is a ML model which we want to train. Now here we won't be providing the real data, right? We can't expose the real data to any machine learning models or any of the APIs. So what we do is we give some fake data which looks like a original data, and on basis of this data we train this particular model, so that whenever this particular model is implemented in real life scenario and whenever there is a original data which is coming to this particular model, it acts in a way in which we want. Now coming to some of the common data masking techniques. So first one is substitution. So replacing sensitive data with random but realistic looking values. For example, swapping real names with random names from a list. So what we have is, we have a names list which is having all the real names which is present in our database. So this is having all the real names which is present in our database. But I want to do some API testing for which I need the names, but I can't use the real names. So what I'll do is I'll create a random list which is having some random names. So we can use this random names for the API testing rather than the real names. So for example, a company's employee database containing social security number, that is SSN. To mask these, the company replaces the real SSN with randomly generated fake SSN. So consider if I have this particular SSN which is present in my database, and for testing I want a SSN. So what I'll do is I'll replace this real SSN with some fake SSN, and I'll substitute some of the values from this real SSN with some random values. So what I'll do here is, this is my real SSN which is present, and now I have to make some realistic, or you can say a fake SSN, so that I can use this for testing. So I'll substitute some of the values. Consider at 2 I am giving some random value 9, in 3 I am giving some random value 8, in 4 I am giving some random value 0, in 5 I am giving some random value 6. So in this way I'll substitute it with some random values and create a fake SSN which can be used for my testing. Now coming to the next one, that is shuffling. So rearranging the values within a column so that the data remains realistic but it's not linked to the original records. So in substitution what we were doing is, if we had any value which is present in our database, consider that this was a SSN number which is present in my database, I was substituting some of the values with some random values. So here I was substituting, consider 1 with any random value 9, 2 with any random value 8, 3 as it is, then 4 with any random value 1, 5 with any random value 3, then 1 with any random value 0 and 1. So in this way I was creating a random but original looking data. In shuffling what it says is, consider if we have two columns, name and phone number. Now for a particular name Reeti, we had a phone number 123, for Raj we had 456, and for Rahul we had 890. Now what we will do is, we will shuffle the phone number in the column which is present, so that consider right now I have shuffled. So now Reeti is having 456, Raj is having 890, and Rahul is having 123. So we have shuffled the data, and now this particular data we can use because 456 is linked with Raj, but right now I am using 456 for Reeti. So now for Reeti 456 is a random value. So consider an example, a hospital has a list of patients with their birth dates. To protect privacy, the hospital shuffles the birth date among the patients. For instance, patient A birth date was 1/15/1990, which might be swapped with patient B's birth date, that is 7/22/1985. So what we had done is, if there are patient records which is present in my patient table, I am shuffling the birth date of some specific patient to protect the privacy so that other people can't come ahead and access my real name, my real birth date and different things. So we are just shuffling the data between the records which is present in our table. Now coming to the third one, that is encryption. So encrypting a data so that it is unreadable without the decryption key. So we can encrypt the data so that it is unreadable without the decryption key. Now this can be used in the form of masking if the data does not needs to be human readable. So for example, a retail company encrypts credit card number in its database. A number like 411111 might be encrypted to something like this one, which is having some random characters, alphabets, special characters and much more things which can't be read without the decryption key. So once we have the decryption key, only then we can read this data. Now coming to the next one, that is nulling out. So replacing some sensitive data with null values or placeholders like X. This can remove the original data but may reduce the usefulness of the data set. So consider that I have my first name as Reeti Kumari. So what I'll do is, I'll use this Reeti here, but I want to do some nulling out of the last name. So I'll provide KU and then X, 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 X for the number of characters which is left. So example, an HR department wants to share employee records for analysis but needs to hide the salary information. They replace the salary field with the null values or placeholders like XXXXX. So in this way we can hide the salary information and can display the other details. Now coming to the next one, that is number variance. So altering numeric data by adding or subtracting a random value with a certain range. So whenever we want to alter the data by adding or subtracting some value of a given certain range, we use this number variance. For example, changing salary figures slightly to mask the data for the exact amounts. So for example, a finance department needs to protect the exact sales figure but still wants to share the data for the trend analysis. They slightly alter the figures by adding or subtracting a small random amount. For example, a sales figure of $10,000 might be changed to $10,020 or $9,980 so that we are able to analyze the trends, but we are able to mask the data as well. We are not showing the original or the real data. Now coming to the next technique, that is tokenization. So tokenization is a technique used to replace sensitive data with non-sensitive equivalents called as token. So what we do is, consider if we have a credit card. So we have some numbers 451633261241. Consider that this is a credit card number. So what we will do is, we will give some tokens for some of the digits of this credit card number. So these tokens can be stored or processed without exposing the original sensitive data, while maintaining a mapping to the original values when needed. So whenever we want to maintain the mapping to the original values, like consider that these particular values are replaced by the token and we want to know that what are the original values for that particular token. So that is stored in a token vault. So there will be a token and then the particular value for that particular token. So example, imagine a database that store customer credit card information. To protect the sensitive data, tokenization can be applied. Each original credit card number is replaced with a unique token. Consider TKNXYZ123. Now these tokens have no meaningful relationship to the actual credit card numbers. So these tokens doesn't have any meaningful relationship with the actual numbers of the credit card, but we provide this tokenization so that we can mask our sensitive information. So this was all about common database masking techniques. I hope you like this video. So if you like this video, please hit the like button. If you're someone who is new to my channel, can go ahead and watch out the tech content first. And if you find it useful, can go ahead and subscribe. Also, if you have not followed me on my social media handles, you can go ahead and follow. The links are in the description. Till then, take care, keep learning, keep growing, keep smiling. Bye all.